What's up, YouTubers? I'm back, and today I want to talk about something that was in the paper September 12th, the local paper, September 12th, 2014. Ex-principal sues over abuse arrest. The abuse arrest it's referring to is the 2010 arrest in which the teacher, two aides, and the principal were arrested on abuse charges related to special needs children in elementary school. So I just want to go over this real quick and give you some information. Now, everybody knows that newspapers aren't always reliable, but the thing is, newspapers can't report on things that, such as lawsuits, that haven't happened or don't exist, because at that point they would be ruining their own reputation. So, the reason I am talking about this is it involves our wonderful district attorney, Brian Kunze. And in this lawsuit, it's almost uncanny. Because here in the paper, August 8th, 2012, headline reads, DA drops case against Floyd principal. And then if you continue on, the subheading is, dismissal includes immunity deal to testify against teacher. Now, under the Civil Rights Act of the early 90s and Title IX of the early 70s, which also relates to sexual harassment, it is illegal to be aware of a crime and not act upon it. So, in essence, if you are advised of a crime that is potentially occurred and you do not report it, that falls under the failure to report law. So, therefore, that is a crime. Now, the reason this is just so splendid is because Miss Lepisto is suing the district attorney for a malicious prosecution, even though he dropped the charges. And just like a police officer would get paid leave, they're contracted. Principals are contracted, just as many teachers are. And therefore, you know, through this whole process, the principal was getting paid. And it's just ironic. I bet the DA is just, you know, gnawing this over like, wow, I should have took it all the way. Because now you're being sued by somebody you let go of a crime. Could he have proven it? Could he not have proven it? I don't know. But from the papers, it seems to appear that he was pretty angst on letting her go in exchange for leverage against the teacher in this case. The funny thing, this whole debacle is full of irony. Because, you know, the malicious prosecution and the arrest, which was made at the school, you know, she was forced to seek psychological treatment, but in her suit, it also, in the paper, it discusses her mental anguish. Well, this person is a principal of a different school at this time, in the same school district. So therefore, somebody with mental anguish who's had to seek psychological help is a principal of a public school and possibly your children. That's a scary notion. But not only that, this article goes on, the recent one from September 12, 2014, continues on page A9, and it also discusses how Holly Lepisto, Hopkins, Duchesne, Cummings, and the school district are defendants in a federal civil rights case, in which the Nevada Pool Pack, NCAIP, has spent more than $1 million defending the educators and the Nye County School District. Now, a lot of people complain about how these things cost the taxpayers money and how, you know, the victims, or she's innocent, or she's guilty, and blah, 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 how these things cost so much money to society. I am a taxpayer. So I understand that argument, but I also understand the fact that we paid all these, the teacher and the principal, on paid leave, and the teacher later pled guilty, or no contest. Let me clear that for the record, pled no contest to 4 counts and got 100 hours of community service for crimes against special needs children. Oh, and she still works for the school district. So when Brian Coonsey, is confronted with this dilemma, I bet he's probably just kicking himself in the pants, because at the same time, he's getting sued by somebody for letting them go. That is irony.